Morning with Max.
What's today's date?
Today is the 24th.
Yeah.
Hey folks, welcome to another Morning with Max.
Did I select the whole thing?
Say hi to Mark. You may have seen him over the weekend as he came into the office to do a few things and chatted with people for a bit. So that video's on Twitch, and I will add it to YouTube when I get the chance.
I answered a lot of questions.
He says he answered a lot of questions if you couldn't hear him, but probably can actually.
I noticed when he had those two plates, he didn't have a yes/no plate.
Hang on, I can't hear you. Give me a second.
That's because he held up both plates for yes,
I figured
no.
that eventually. I just thought you should have had one plate that said yes and no.
Tyler's referring to the Friday update video where we had a rare appearance from Ben and Mark was on, but right after his root canal, the dentist, so he was a little numb on one side of his face, but we managed. We had you folks ask yes or no questions, and we had a couple of yes and no plates for Mark to answer questions as well as Ben. So it was a fun way to get around the numbness of the injection on the root canal, and Mark powered through it. Possible gift.
I usually address things to me or to myself if it's something I ordered. Do you know anything about
Cool.
this? I just found it.
I don't know what it is. No.
Okay, I'll stick it over by the table. We'll open it as a mystery.
All right.
I think I do.
What? Huh?
The gift. Saturday, I think I know what's in there.
Should I put it by the table?
Yes.
Okay. Mystery gift, but Mark thinks he knows what it is. I guess we'll probably open it next time we're at the couches. Abducted Gaming. You feel like a dork. You waved back from your office. Well, you know what? Don't feel bad. I wave goodbye almost every time I hang up the phone. I think it's just part of being a kinetic learner. Oh, it's from the vodcasting. Gotcha. Good morning, Dongxing. How do you pronounce your name, by the way? I've asked a few questions from you in chat before, and I never really know whether it's Dongxing, Dangxing, Dongjing. Lyrox 300. I guess on Saturday there was a little hint from the gifter what could be inside the package. Ooh. I see. Does that mean it was sent from you, Lyrox? Good morning, Penny Plays Games. Welcome to Morning with Max. It's not complicated. It's dang zing. Okay, got it. Hello, our King Cloister. All is indeed well. You didn't miss the shindig at all, Fubuwu. Or the shingdig. Oh, it wasn't Lyrox. Okay. Well, hopefully whoever sent it also sent like a card or something to let us know who to thank. Whom to thank? Whom to thank? What are folks drinking today? An excellent question for Boo. I have, of course, water in the Vader cup, but right now I'm more focusing on something a little different. I've got a can of green tea, peach flavor, which is I think my favorite fruit, except maybe strawberries. And you see, my wife had one of these. And I was extremely envious, so she got me one too. So I said I'd drink it on Morning with Max.
So when other people are working on something big and complicated and difficult and experiencing problems, you're like, oh, I get it. It's when those kind of guys don't get it.
Lots of coffee for Mark and Brand.
How we serve and all this other stuff.
It's an excellent flavor, Fubuwu. Yeah, I like it. It's not very sweet,
I'm trying to work with Scott.
which I appreciate.
So I did all his helpers.
Just a touch of sugar. Roast head.
Every time I make these edits,
Hey Max, I can't wait for this game. You guys are awesome. Keep it up.
skin.
And I have a golden oat Belvita and Ovaltine every morning. Wow, that's quite a regimen, Roasthead. Well, thank you. We can't wait for this game either. Kaleri 7. So what's going on this week? Well, today, at least we have a planned stream from Michelle, painting all the things. I don't know exactly what she'll be working on, but it's sure to be interesting. It's always fun to watch Michelle at work. She draws cool stuff. Second cup of coffee for Denarian. In terms of what's going on after that, I don't know exactly. Tyler and I will work on the schedule, put it together, and I'll get it out to you folks. Or Tyler will send it out via MailChimp if you're a backer. You know, it hasn't been determined yet. But if there are any videos from last week that you missed that you'd like to catch up on, they all are linked or shortly will be in the schedule. So I'll paste that link in, so it should go through to the YouTube chat as well. Sup all suts. Good morning to you in Australia. Is it morning in Australia? Yeah, so I don't have the end of week wrap up and Q&A link on there yet. I will do that soon. But that was on Friday. It was an especially fun one, as I mentioned earlier. We had a rare appearance from Ben to answer design questions, and Mark showed up just before the stream, just after his date with the dentist. He had a root canal, so half his face was numb. He couldn't talk except in a whisper, so we had a yes and no signs, so people asked yes and no questions for Mark to answer. And sometimes he held up both for a maybe. And that was preceded on Friday by Morning with Max. Back on Thursday, we had an office stream in the morning, and we had additional inventory UI features with AJ. Programming with AJ on the inventory UI, which is super cool. You may have seen it get a mention in the top 10-ish. And so that's on there, and that was followed up by story time with Max, so I read the end of, or the rest of part 3 of the Silverhand's Becoming story, the revised version. And back on Wednesday, we had working in the mines with Dion. So Dion's been continuing her work on the mine. It's coming along. It's pretty exciting. Every time people walk by her screen, they're like, "Ooh, that looks good." And then we talked about that a bit at the end of week wrap up, how she's making all these different pieces that can be like reconfigured into different orientations. And on Wednesday, that was followed up by Gauntlet of Death. So actually, Gabe played and survived map 9. So we're gonna have to be a little crueler next time we run the Gauntlet of Death. Can't have too many people surviving. It's not the Gauntlet of Life after all. Back on Monday, a week ago, we had Morning with Max, and just an afternoon stream, we turned on the cameras in the office as we were working. So, yeah, if you missed any of those, they are linked in that schedule, and they're all saved on our Twitch and generally on our YouTube. And I'll once again mention today we have Painting All the Things with Michelle this afternoon. Frosty, that would be impressive. Frosty, what is everyone doing in this office? I'm curious. France at Sansard developing the upcoming MMORPG Camelot Unchained. Yep. It's not the Gauntlet of Life. No. Roasthead, off topic, but anyone there at CSE play PUBG? What game is that? I don't remember. There might be somebody. We play a lot of different games here. I mean, not here in the office, but people in the office play a lot of different games. I thought that was my Google call on free. Sorry, Dangzing. Yeah, that's here, I'll show you. That is the camera down at the end. See where it says CSE West? Man, all the words moved around slightly. Oh no, I bet the camera sank. Yep, the camera sank down a little. Well, it's still mostly accurate. We don't have Andrew's name on there, but he is over there. Here, I can add him. Anyway, so yeah, there's a behind the words CSE West. There's a screen up with a video chat call up that you just heard with the West Coast office of CSE. There we go. Now Andrew has his name too. Of course, that'll be off once I readjust the camera. Abducted Gaming is... Oh, singing... I think that's meant to be sung to the tune of, It's the Circle of Life. It's the Gauntlet of Death. Oh, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I think somebody... I know I heard a couple people talking about that game, Roasthead. Shaz121 been AFK from stream for a while. Any updates on beta release yet? We're still not giving out a specific date, Shaz. But if you want to know about the progress we've made, we put out a lot of information about it. Let's see, you're on the Twitch chat. So I will drop the links and the news links and the user stories. So if you're interested in knowing about our progress and get an idea of how we're doing on the road to beta 1, which is pretty good, that will cover you, I think. I'm sorry, Abducted Gaming. Caleri 7. I heard some testing might be coming up next week. Yeah. Certainly we'll be testing a lot here in the office. Tyler actually made an announcement right before I started streaming. It's like artists, you know, and I guess I fall under that category in terms of the groupings at times. We're going to be doing a lot of testing here in the office to make sure things are stable, or as stable as we can get them right now. Yeah, Roasthead, I hear ya. We had another episode of the Unchained Vodcast this past weekend. Top of the Arthurian Realm. Check out Abducted Gaming's Twitch channel. Very cool. Writing is an art after all. That's quite true, Lotoween. There you go. I'm not sure if it applies quite so much to, you know, the testing of the build part of the job, but I guess in a way they inform each other. Oh, very cool, Abducted Gaming. I don't know about when exactly that's going to happen, Caleri 7. I know that it's important to us to get that data. So of course we're trying to, you know, that's sort of the idea, is getting the build to a state where it'll be useful for us to bring you folks in to test. So I know it will happen. When exactly, depends on how things go. Brand, we need to get Max on to talk lore. I am perfectly willing to talk lore. What lore question might you have? Sorry, YouTube chat. I think my chat app just messed up a little. So if you said anything in the last minute or two, I won't see it. But I'll see it now. Oh, you mean on the Voncast? Sure, Brand. That'd be fun. We can do that sometime. Hopefully soon. Yes, exactly, Caleri 7. Fubu, I love when Max talks about Data's brother lore as well. I mean, that's a Star Trek reference. Data's brother lore. Denarian is super down with the lore vodcast. Cool. Rosehead, is the area behind you still a work in progress? I see. Yeah, well, that's kind of the computer parts, building area. Now, it was a gaming table. We did play some games on there, but it has become a workshop sort of area. I'm not sure it's a work in progress exactly. Does Max not know about Data's older brother? Oh yeah, I totally know Halloween. Lore is another android made by Data's creator. Okay. I have been schooled on my Star Trek facts. At least I didn't call it Star Wars. I wouldn't do that. It's not something you would know, I guess, unless you'd seen those like 2 or 3 episodes. Yeah, no, I haven't. Oh yes, Brand. Andrew is back. Back from the West Coast. Had some. We talked about how he got to work, more closely together with George and stuff on a lot of important things. Check out the latest news post to find out about that.
Well, and similar to that, like with config bars, where we have a default value. If it's not present, we write the default value out to the JSON config, and in every subsequent call after that, it's someone set that setting to the default value, or does the default value just get written out?
Yeah. So just knowing where did you get your value from would be good for build bars. I mean, that would be a better general way to do it, but the basics of things on the command line.
Ludwig, is he getting tired of the beard yet? Cute. Ludwig is, of course, trying to trick me into making some more specific reference to when Beta 1 might be happening, because Andrew is in no shave till beta mode. I'm on to your little games. Even Abducting Gaming had forgotten that. Alsatz, do the West Coast guys have a specific task to the game? I mean, are they programmers only or art so they're mostly programmers. We do have a couple other people like DB's over sort of in that direction, and he's not at the Seattle studio, but that's our music and sounds guy, and stuff like that, and mostly programmers. Specific task, I mean, they've all got specific tasks at one time or another. subtle hint. Thanks, Brand. Say hi to Andrew as he passes by. And, yeah. Here. Oh. Okay. Everyone wants to know if you're going to be shaving your beard soon. I'm telling them I'm not going to fall for that.
Say, God, I hope so.
God, he hopes so. Lordy, we hope so.
And that's back here just posted on the forum. One of the big guys saying how awesome that was. And I was back and said, "You can get a better grip on reality."
You said it with that. Well, I don't know.
Not for but I did say that. Thank you.
You see what happened with the Pokemon Go Fest?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what happened? You didn't hear?
Pokemon
It's
Fest?
like people flew into Chicago for this Pokemon Go Fest.
Yeah.
To have one of the mega Pokemon, I forget what they're called. And everybody was gonna have a chance to get it and everything. And apparently,
An epic beard costume item
somewhat on
in
their
honor of the
side,
efforts. An
somewhat
immense and
on
unruly.
certain
I wouldn't bet against it,
one of the
Abducted
cell
Gaming.
towers, the different companies. Shit went sideways. Nobody could play the game. People were all, hundreds, if not several thousand people were in line to get into this event in a park. Nobody could get in. The line was hours long. And then when they got in, nobody played the game. And they were chanting, "We can't play! We can't play!" Yeah.
Supposedly they were bullying.
Oh, see you later, Fubu.
He came out and said we're trying to figure it out, but and he was giving refunds for people's ticket to get into the fest, and giving people $100 in coins. Which people like that, but still,
Yeah, well,
people
Pokemon
flew
Go.
out of the out of state to go to this thing.
Yeah.
Halloween, a beard so long that you tripped over it would be pretty epic. You could just throw it over your shoulder or something.
Yeah. Legendaries. Yeah, apparently it just sounded like too many people in too small of an area where getting these cell towers too aggressive.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for joining me today. It's about time for me to wrap up this morning with Max. I'm going to post the link to the current schedule, even though we'll be doing the new schedule soon enough. In the chat, you will see once again. I'll remind you, this afternoon we're going to have Michelle streaming painting all the things. So our concept artist is going to do some concept art. Yes, it is stand-up time, Brand. So I will see you later. Thank you again for joining me, and hope you all have a great week. Okay, bye-bye.
Exactly. Here's a company that has made billions off its.
Morning with Max.